Hello everyone, in this video I'll show you how to use Zapier AI agents to automate your workflow step by step. So Zapier always have been automation, but now with its AI agent, you can go beyond simple triggers and actions. This agent can reason, make decisions, and chain together some tasks across multiple apps. Automatically, let's dive right into it and see how you can do it. First, let's just start by opening any browser and go to the URL section, and all you need to do just type zapier.com. Hit the enter button and make sure that you are here in the main screen or home screen. So before we start building, let's break down example what they do. There's of course the traditional Zaps, which is basically a trigger plus action. An example, maybe when you get a new email at your Gmail, just send it to Slack. But an AI agent, they got beyond that. Agents can read instructions in natural language, decide which steps to run, and interact with multiple apps in one go. Think of it as having a smart assistant inside Zapier that automates tasks for you without needing dozens of pre-built Zaps. So to get started, once we go to zapier.com, make sure to log in into your account if you have an account, and if you don't have it, just go and sign up to create an account. You can even sign in using a Google account, so which I will do so in here. I'm just going to choose my Google account and I'm going to sign in into it right away. So as you can see, I'm here at the main screen once I'm logged in into an account. As we said, there is this Zaps or like the traditional Zaps that I told you about. And there is also an example, tables, interfaces, chatbots, which is AI-powered chatbots, Canvas, and there is the agents that we said, just AI assistants. So as an example, let's just go and click on agents. And as you can see, it's still in beta, but it is working. It might give you some bugs, an example at the moment, because it's still in beta, not fully published, but it's still good. For example, welcome to agents. Create AI teammates that automate your work in minutes. Equip them with company knowledge and let them handle tasks across 7,000 plus apps so you can focus on what matters the most. So you can click on take it for an example to understand what they do. So an example, built an agent with just one prompt. Here you'll be able to enter a prompt. An example, normally the agent will do it. So describe what you want to your agent to do. And Zapier, as you can see, turn it into a work on automation in seconds. No coding required. Automate as fast as you can. And see your agent's progress and step and when needed. So keep an eye on your agent's activity, view completed tasks, and get notified when your input is needed. So your workflow keep moving forward. As you can see here, you'll be able to see the action if you have any action that you need to do. And they all, even an example, have a history of what they've done and what they need your help with, and etc. Finally, take your agent anywhere with the Chrome extension. So there's a Chrome extension here where you will be able to put your agent to work anywhere on the web. It can find information, create content, and take action in your apps right from the web page that you're on. So let's just go here and click on create your first agent. As you can see, you can start right away from scratch to create your custom agent. What you would like to do, here you'll be able to just explain what you want your agent to do. So they have here an example, like every morning at 8 a.m., take a look at my tasks in Asana, find all overdue tasks that have dependencies, and send Slack message to the product team with a list of the overdue tasks, who they are assigned to, and the dependencies include the link to the tasks in the message. This is an example, just an example, so you can understand what these agents can do and what you can do an example of. Maybe you can give it a goal like when you receive an email, decide if it's urgent. If urgent, just send it to Slack. If not, just label it in Gmail as later. You can just add something like that. And of course, you have here multiple templates that might help you. So an example, this one, you can see here. So call follow-up, add proposal request to CRM and send for your information example in Slack. Here's an example. There's some templates, as you can see, that might work for you or you might need it. So an example, this one, get an AI to draft customer replies using your knowledge base. So it will get you an example new email, or when you get a new email, it will look at the content and determine if it is in a question, maybe from a customer. If it's a customer question, look it up the answer, use the find data to add data as example source. If it's find an answer to their question, it will basically create a draft reply to the customer in directs, and it's basically here what it will does. There is even the categorizer that will categorize your inbox. There's the Gmail auto replier, maybe the new expensive like classifier, the sales email creator. A lot of agents that you can use just by templates. You don't have to create it by your own. You don't have to explain something to it. It's already in there. You can just click on use this templates and you'll be able to use it. For me, as an example, I'm just going to create a custom one for me specifically. So as I said, I'm just going to give it a go. All I'm going to do is I'm going to type the following. When I receive an email, and the same example that I told you about, decide if it is urgent, and if urgent, send it to Slack. If not, label it in Gmail as later. Let's go and do this. Where's Slack? Here's Slack. So it's gonna understand. And I'm just going to click on create an agent. So here, generating instructions, and Zapier will basically now or will automatically monitor your emails, decide what's urgent, and push it only if important ones to Slack. That's basically, so as you can see here, they'll ask you to connect both your Gmail accounts and Slack accounts, which I'll do so. I'm just going to connect here my Google account or Gmail account. Click on continue and give it all the access as an example. And okay, it's good. I'll just do the same example with Slack. I just received an example notification on my phone that is connected to my Slack account. Let me just go and do the same. So sign into your workspace as example. You can enter as example the workspace URL right here. So in order to do so, you'll need to go and get your URL. So let me just go here to Slack and let me just see my URL. I'll need to go and like connect first. So let me just go and connect to my account. And yeah, continue, and I'll just get the link of my workspace. So no, I want this workspace, not the community, and here's it. Here's the URL. I'm just going to copy that and get back here, give the URL. Okay, I'll no need to add this .slack, and it should be good. I'm just going to click on continue. Here's it. Make sure to allow everything if you like want to allow everything. Of course, if you don't, you'll not be able to do it, but it's fine. So here we are. We're both logged in. You can just go and skip this or click on create. Of course, we want to click on create, and our agent is created. Now I have here my agent, which is an urgent email notifier and organizer. Trigger is when I receive a new Gmail. Of course, I'm just going to choose this one. And okay, let's just reconnect. Maybe it didn't connect correctly. Let me just go here and click on continue again. And okay, it's good to go. And now as an example, so when a new email arrives in your inbox, it will analyze or evaluate the urgency, analyze the content. If it's urgent, this will typically involve an AI model to predefine the rules based on keyword, sender, and other criteria configured within the workflow. And condition action, if the email determined to be urgent, they should send it to Slack. So here's an example. I'll need to define which channel to be sent into. So, okay, I'm just going to let that, and I'm going to let the agents do that as well. So if the email is not to be urgent, label it as later. So for that, we'll click on settings, and I'm just going to let agents do everything. And here we are. So we fixed all our issues. We can now, as an example, edit any trigger, add any tools that we want. Add, of course, we don't have to add it manually. Just type to Copilot here and it will add it. You can click on Agents Preview and you can test agents. And all you need to do, just wait, because it will test everything on its own. So you can add or do, let me give you some examples for more cases for beginners. Maybe an example, you can create an agent for content research. Maybe have an agent that can pull info from RSS feeds, summarize an example articles, and drop them into Notion. Maybe you want to create some lead management agents, maybe new leads in Google Sheets. The agent can qualify them, send follow-up emails, and log them into the CRM. Maybe some social media agents that will give your agents a prompt like when a blog post goes live, summarize it, and create LinkedIn updates. And maybe you can even create, let's say, some customer support one. where you'll be able to connect your support chat box and let the agent tag, prioritize, or suggest draft replies for tickets. So as an example, the test here is finished. And of course, it's not finished, it's still testing. And it sends an email to test this out. And here it's analyzed the urgency. If it's urgent, they'll send a message to my example Slack. If it's not, they will just add a label to email. If you see any problem, like you'll see here, this problem. So, okay, what's the problem here? So the later label doesn't exist in your Gmail account. So just see from available options, let me proceed with creating using later label as specified in workflow. So it's created it and added. So I see that Gmail only allows certain states like system labels, since the workflow specifically require applying later label, but it's not available as the system label. I'll use most appropriate alternative given the prompt, which will be start to mark it for later attention. So, okay, here's a preview and everything. So you can see everything is good. If everything is good, you can click on proof. So instead of later, they used the starred label because there's no later label and they will not be able to create a new one because Gmail doesn't allow you to do so. That's good. I'm just going to approve that. And let me just go and see now. Action complete. So they label it now as starred. Apply to starred. No problem at the moment. Not like what's were here before. And yeah. So does this run what you expected? As an example, so I'm just going to do this. Yes, it did. It was awesome as an example. Okay, let me just go and send the feedback. Why not? And here we are. So our agent is basically ready. I'll be able now to turn it on. And if the agent is on, it's already working with my Gmail account and my Slack account. If I want to turn my agent off, I can always come here and turn it off. Of course, if I want to create a new agent, I do have the button here, open new agents on the left panel, and you can do one of the other examples that I told you before. You can research, lead management, social media, customer support, and yeah. So every agent that you do or create, make sure to test it as we did right here and monitor. See yourself if the test email or lead is created, watch how the agent process it, and if to make mistakes, just tweak your instructions. And Zapier will also give you a log view where you'll be able to see what steps, as you can see in here, the agent took and why. That's super helpful for debugging. So I approved that he chose start instead of later because he cannot create later, and he just did the work as intended. So I would advise you to start small, build something like simple for your agents before trying complex workflow, because it will make you understand more how agents works, and it will make you like experiencing that. And make sure to use some clear instructions instead of saying handle my inbox or something like that. And if you're worried about errors, just run your agents in preview/test mode before letting it touch the real customer data. And remember, AI agents can make mistakes as humans. So keep an eye on them in the beginning, and if everything is working good, you can just go turn it on or enable it, and you should be good to go. As I said, you can even install the extension if you want more like online or real-time updates with your agents. And yeah, so that should be it for me in this video. If you like it, make sure to comment and like this video. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.